Pumpkin spice. Mic check. Are we live?
Old Spice.
Hey, this December. Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy
holidays.
Yep. All right, stand by. Everybody, stand by. We got to do our intro. Bye-bye.
The ongoing series about the life of the people touched by the love of the Pacific. Here are their stories. This is Highway 54.
Yo, happy holidays, everybody. DJ Kid Mango here with Coach Anthony from About That Wallet, Carla, and Mr. D3. What's going on? Happy holidays. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Oh, man, it's December.
Eagles, y'all.
Hey, about the Eagles.
None of them paying attention. What they do?
I think the Chargers lost against the Raiders. I don't know. They lost by like 7 points.
There's only one team that matters. So.
Yeah, the Eagles. Yeah, did they have a movie about the Eagles? Isn't that with Donnie Wahlberg? Not Donnie, but Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, about the guy that was that made the team.
He walked on.
A long time ago, though, right?
Commercial, like a commercial stunt.
Like in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He played for a couple of seasons, right? Didn't he, that guy?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't remember too much about the movie.
Yeah. You know, one of the things about I used to watch a lot of movies, and I like to watch sport movies and a lot of war movies. What war movies do you guys usually like? You know, I want to rewatch this again.
Full Metal Jacket, Platoon.
Ooh.
Tropic Thunder.
The Warriors.
Chocolate Thunder.
Did you say the Warriors?
That's not a war movie.
That's all I got. I mean, they were at war on turf, right?
No.
Emotional, damn it.
Wow.
No.
Warriors come out and play. That's actually a good movie, but that's not a war movie. Military
That's
movie.
all I got. I don't really watch.
There's TV shows like the HBO series. What do you call that? Banner Brothers.
I'm surprised, Anthony, you weren't a fan of MASH.
Man.
I hated that show.
You didn't like that show?
My mom.
Every time, yeah, because like when you're younger, you'll watch by the parents, and when they turn the grandparents actually, and I was watched by my step grandparents, and they would have that on, and I was like, well, it's that time to go outside. You come back inside, then it's like 227 was on. Then it's like
what was on 227?
Yes, TEW.
227.
TT7.
On
Two-
Friday, they had a lineup. Well, of course, they had the Dukes of Hazard and Dynasty and Dallas,
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Allen on Saturdays, Hee Haw, and all that other stuff too.
yeah. I think because we grew up latchkey kids, you kind of remind that there was only a few channels that we can watch, right? So we were able to see a lot of movies, a lot of TV shows come out, and once this is before VHS or right in the spark of like VHS are available now. You can record.
Right.
Mhm.
These TV shows we remember a lot more vivid than these shows now, because there's so many. There's like too many. There's like fucking 1,000 channels.
They really are. And then
Right.
so many seasons of like
Yeah.
just whack ass shit.
And then stuff
Yeah,
on
and then Netflix.
that too.
Yeah, like for example, there's so many stuff on Netflix and Primary in
What?
um let's say Prime America.
What in the hell?
It's on
Prime,
Prime.
Amazon,
Yeah,
Prime,
Amazon
Amazon.
Prime.
Prime America, isn't that like insurance and
It's
Yeah,
insurance. Yeah,
insurance,
they are publicly
IRA,
traded. Too.
They're publicly traded too. I think they're the only ones that are
also they're doing
multi-level
really
marketing.
good, huh?
Yeah,
Look, I'm like looking at Anthony like,
Pyramid
huh?
scheme.
yeah,
I
There's a couple
I
out
used
there.
to sell it, and then I was like, yeah, no, this ain't gonna work.
yeah.
Yeah. It's like, well, I ain't gonna say. I'm not gonna say.
Mm.
I ain't gonna knock nobody's hustle. So do you?
Yeah, make your money. I know I'm not hating, but I know. So basically, what I'm saying is like, there's too many TV shows to like stick onto, and like, it's so easy to give up, right? But what back in the days, 70s and 80s and maybe early 90s, you're like you stuck to a show and you stuck to a show. You wait till next week, say, next week comes on, like Dawson's Creek and White
Smallville.
Shadow, Martin,
Yeah, White Shadow was dope.
Yeah, White Shadow was a good show. I used to watch that. I didn't watch it live when it came in the 70s, but it had on Nick at Night. Is that Nick at Night?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or TV Land, whatever it's called.
Barney Miller.
Yep. Barney Miller with Barbara Floyd, the Andy Griffith Show.
It's a Gomer Pyle, not Gomer Pyle. Andy Griffin. Who's the guy that played in Gomer Pyle on Andy Griffin?
No, you talking about Don Knotts. He wasn't in Gomer Pyle though.
Okay.
That was the Andy Griffith Show.
Or what was it? Three's Company.
Three's Company.
Mm-hmm.
Mork and Mindy.
Mork and Mindy. Yeah.
Y'all see that? I think the guy that just passed away. He was the other guy with Tom Hanks and Bosom Buddies. I think he just passed away not too long ago.
Oh, is it the guy with I think it was curly hair? He had curly hair? Bosom Buddies?
Sure. Yeah, Bosom
I
Buddies.
remember the show.
It was with Tom Hanks, and they were dressed up like women.
Yes.
Women, so they could, I think, stay in a specific apartment complex.
Yeah.
Which had a secret.
Peter Scolari.
I think
His name
so.
was. Yeah, he passed away.
Yeah, because remember we used to watch that and A Man Called Hawk and
Oh yeah. What's called the A Team and Knight Rider, the original Knight Rider.
yep, MacGyver, Magnum PI.
Yeah.
Smokey and no,
Smoking the Bandit.
I was about to say it, but it wasn't.
Yeah, I thought it was a movie and a TV show.
Yeah.
But anyways, a lot of these shows we remember because there's only a few channels out there, like 3 or 4 channels. So they came on either the same time or like one after the other. You're able to switch channels to go to these TV shows, and you were like invested in these shows, right?
Mhm.
Every week, and they had the best theme songs. Like
Oh yeah,
that theme song just made.
Yeah, my theme songs still stick out now. Even like the cartoon theme songs were a lot better, like He-Man and
the greatest theme song ever in the history of the earth was for the greatest American hero.
Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was awkwardly good. It was awkward.
I would sing it, but I'm not trying to get signed right now. I got things to do.
No,
Really?
they were singing.
Really?
Greatest American Hero. Yeah.
Never know.
Well, speak of so we've got maybe another episode left. I know because we kind of leave some room to the end of the year because we have families and got stuff to do. But we're gonna be planning out for season 4 with a new intro. And so what we want to do is, besides the 5 of us, let's for our listeners out there, what would you like to hear, see, be a part of? What things worked, what didn't work, what can we bring back and all that.
I'm definitely gonna try to bring Auntie Gina back at least another time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. She was a hoot.
She's
She was
funny.
funny.
Yeah,
Yeah. And every so often I try to catch up on her, on her live streams, and so
you
I don't think
never
she
just
sleep because she be up at like 3 o'clock in the
right.
morning, just having to roll over. And I'm like, really?
yeah.
I get up in the
Uh,
morning for work and I'm like, is she on live? Yeah.
All right. So, like last week, we are going to put our hot topic in the front here, and we'll do our segments towards the end here. So, our hot topic is, and actually, I don't know if we've done this before, but it's actually pretty interesting. Stand by. Dirtiest surfaces you touch every day. We touch hundreds of things each day, but these are the dirtiest of them all. Um, what do you think? From cell phones to kitchen sponges, we touch hundreds of things each day, and most of them are home bases for germs. But like a lot of these germs and flu. I mean, think about it. Like, do you remember in school, like they always reminded you to wash your hands? Yes, but not as much as they do now. And back in the day, we had sandboxes in elementary. we played in the sand. We made like mud pie.
People were peeing in the sand and everything. You know what I'm saying?
We ate
Yeah.
mud pies.
Yeah.
Mud pie. We were like throwing rocks at each other and shit.
Like, yeah, I did pee in the sand.
Yeah, I didn't pee in sand, but there was like cats. You never had cats pooing in the fucking litter the sandboxes. So, and we were drinking from the water. We were drinking from the hose.
Drinking from the water hose. Yep. Yep.
No problem drinking from the water fountain now. Now I kind of question it, but like, am I going to drink in this water fountain?
We used to tongue that thing down.
Yeah.
They came out hot and you didn't care. You said,
You feel that that iron or metal taste of water.
Yeah.
coming through.
See, your tongue touched it, didn't it? See, what was you doing? You
Yeah.
had your tongue too close to it.
And you see people spitting in the water fountain, like, holy shit.
Yeah, I don't do water fountains. I stopped doing that decades ago.
Yeah, they do. They still have
I've seen
those
somebody
things?
brushing their teeth and spitting water.
Yeah,
and spitting out.
Woo. They still have it out there. Yeah,
Even
but
like watering. I wonder about the watering things at the job too. You know how they have I wonder if you tested that, like people touching handle to that. It makes you think now. Like when we were at when we were at CMS, Anthony.
Yeah.
I've seen people in the refrigerator. There's a scoop in the refrigerator for the ice, right?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen people go in there with their hands and just grab the ice and put it in their cup. Yeah. Yeah.
So here's a list of some items that we touch. We don't never really think about, but we touch them pretty much on a daily basis, if not weekly. Bathroom hand dryers. The hot air hand dryers found in public restrooms are renowned for being environmentally friendly and limiting post-potty paper towel use. But recent research reveals that some potential drawbacks. Basically, they got found poop, pee, E. coli. Yeah. They tested the air. Well, number one, they're in the bathroom, right?
Right.
Everybody's sneezing and pooping and peeing and some of them having sex, whatever.
I'm listening now, but I have a air dryer in my bathroom too. Like you stick your hands under, but it says it has like a filter in it or something like that. You have to change out.
But that's in your bathroom, not in a public bathroom.
My problem is the one that they have in it's Royal Farms because we have a station where it has the hand dryer connected to the soap and the water, so they're all touchless. The thing is, when you put your hands inside of the hand dryer, which is where the sink was, so it's actually blowing that dirty water or whatever off your hands to dry your hands. But if you go too far, you're touching all that stuff all over again.
Exactly.
No, thank you.
So they tested 36 bathrooms with the dryers running and found that bacteria colony per restroom there was about in a petri dish about within 30-second timer, 18 to 60 colonies were identified in each dish. So
colonies of bacteria.
So you could dry it off,
Fecal
but then
matter.
you still have to use a hand sanitizer to really clean
You're
it
talking
up.
about
They don't
E.
give you the
coli?
option- They don't give
What
you
are we
the
talking
option to
about?
open the door with your arm either.
Bacteria, E.
Yeah,
coli, all
that's
kinds
my
of
whole
shit.
thing too. Is like when you go in the bathroom and then you wash your hands and you dry your hands and stuff like that, and then they want you to pull the door. I'm like, no, shorty, like you don't even, so you just kind of taking it out of your shirt sometime and you're just doing like that.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
let us push it open with our butt or something.
Or they got a little thing that you.
Oh yeah.
With
They
your
have a
hand.
little handle on the door, right?
Yeah, I'd
sometimes.
rather kick it open because I mean,
Kick
even
it
when
open.
I flush the toilet, I'll use the bottom of my foot. Hence the reason why I don't wear your shoes in the house.
Yeah. You know what's another item that are really dirty that we touch fucking daily, all day? Our cell phones.
Oh, I thought you
Yep.
say yourself. It's like
Oh,
I went
Yeah, if you touch your face or mouth after handling your phone, you could increase chances for pink eye, cold, the flu.
Mhm.
One study found that young adults check their phones about 85 times a day. Separate study discovered 1 in 6 phones are home to fecal matter and E. coli. Yeah, man. Remember when? Wait. So I'm not the only one. Remember when before the smartphones they had the iPhone Touch,
Mhm.
Yeah, mhm.
right? It's like the precursor to the smartphone. Oh man, it's great. And you're like, hey man, I can scroll and watch shows or TV while I'm pooping because you just connect to the Wi-Fi. So how much more our phones? And we're carrying that with us, putting on dirty surfaces, putting in our pockets.
but people
putting
are
our-
wiping too with the same hand they wipe themselves with,
exactly.
before they get a chance to go out and wash their
Mhm.
hands.
Yeah.
And
So
nobody thinks to really like. A lot of people don't think to wipe their phones when they,
no, and they eat and shit, smoke and
Oh,
scratch their butt, touch the phone. Oh fuck, man.
Do you
yeah.
think about that when you go out to restaurants and they give you actual silverware and then you look around and just see people like how they actually eat and be thinking like maybe the person was here just last week was using the same exact fork and knife that I'm using right now.
Well,
Yeah.
one thing
Well,
I
yeah,
place in Georgia, I think it's called Smoky Bones. That was the first place I ever saw to where they come and bring you a hot glass of water, and then they put your silverware in that while you're
Yeah.
waiting for your appetizer.
I used to do that too. I used to ask
Mm.
for a hot glass of water
Yeah. That-
and put
ugh.
silverware in.
here's
Or
a
ask
non here's
disposable
a
utensils.
not so fun act, the dollar bills.
Mm.
Money,
Oh, yeah,
coins.
we didn't know that. Know that.
Especially when
Yeah,
people, they want to accept bills or whatever when people take it out of their cleavage.
Yeah. Oh, titty residue.
yeah.
Oh hell yeah. You know how much money been to titties?
Oh, yep. Oh, and the funny part is that the notorious people for that, when you're touching that titty money, is them grandmoms.
Oh my
That
god.
titty and lint.
Here's a
Oh,
$20.
Smell like a
Be
little
like,
peppermint in there too.
and a
Yeah.
burger's original.
he said not wrong with that. I bet.
Money is dirty. I know money is dirty,
Right.
dude.
Strip club.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, been to people's ass cheeks and stuff.
Mm.
Yeah.
And you don't know how
Smell,
many people I hit that hoe.
Mm.
smell like
How
that
many
smell like that
that's-
one stripper. Woo! What the fuck is passing by me?
With bullet wounds.
Mm.
Like ripe.
The one with the limp.
I know.
I mean,
Toothbrush and toothbrush holders.
mm.
Yup. Yup.
I can see that.
And if you flush the toilet, that when you flush the toilet, if you don't have the toilet down, how
Yeah.
far that bacteria travels.
I feel like your toilet bowl is cleaner than some people's kitchens.
Agree.
It might be. And here's a matter of fact, here's a dating tip for all those people out there that want to date somebody. You go to their house for the first time, look at the top of the refrigerator. That'll tell you everything you need to know. If
Well,
it's
they
dirty,
can't reach it.
if it's dirty, they're dirty. You're welcome.
Really?
Nothing wrong with your cheeks or my cheeks. Whose cheeks, Edwin?
He's talking about the stripper's cheeks.
Triple cheeks.
Yeah.
You don't know where those cheeks have been.
You
I'm
don't
telling you right now.
They got a lot of miles.
You're in his face.
There were some ripe cheeks
You sound
back
like
in
you
the
really
day.
speaking from experience, Floyd. You
Oh
have
yeah,
like a stripper ass in your face.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Wow,
Whoa.
really? That happens? I didn't know. I
Back
mean,
in the day,
Oh no.
there's
where,
no sex in the champagne room. Yeah, yeah.
but they put their ass in your face and it stink.
Some.
Oh
Usually,
Lord.
with the smell of the aroma that's in the room, usually someone.
Whatever their aroma, their period. I don't know,
Oh
but
my gosh.
I mean, wait a minute. Wait, Anthony, you been to strip club too?
Yeah, I used to go
come
every
on.
week.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
But now you're about that wallet. You don't do that no more, huh?
No, I
Unless
don't
they
know.
give you a free dance
Yeah,
or something.
yeah,
Where am I last?
yeah.
Well, yeah, they used to, and I used to get them for free because I used to go all the time. So I knew each one of them. I got to know the manager and working at Geek Squad. So they used to call me Agent Weaver, and I call them whatever, gemstone or alcohol beverage they want.
Mercedes, so
Yeah,
fast.
or vehicle. And then it was
Yeah.
like, it was what it was. Like I went there, I was doing math homework, and on a napkin they'll come by and chat with me, but I was like, it's early. I'm just here to not to go home. Just hanging out.
Oh, so you were in high school or college?
I was in college.
Okay, so you're just
So
going to
and
like
at the time,
old
yeah, and at the time, yeah, because I was doing pure mathematics. So at the time I was just doing math problems on napkins.
Good. I've been to some. I talked about this a couple times. Baltimore. We stopped by Baltimore. We went to a strip club there. Texas, Seattle, Philippines, Korea, Japan. Trust me, I've seen them all here in San Diego. When you're young, you do it. You go with your friends, your coworkers, whatever. Okay, yeah, but I wasn't a regular. A lot of times I just sit there and I'm like, I just want to see the ambiance. My coworkers kind of enjoy the time, and I just, whatever.
I had to say that during what do you call it? I actually won a contest. It was a strip contest. So you actually had to strip the stripper. You got to get up on stage. But because I was there all the time, and they was
I
like,
know you
"Oh,
was a model, so I didn't know what type of model that you were. But anyway,
yeah. I was underwear model." But anyway,
you were underwear model for real?
I did. I did model some underwear a few times, and they actually gave me some money.
Emotional, damn it.
Wait,
You asked the questions.
I mean, but it's funny because I really didn't expect that answer at all.
Oh.
Okay. Are you gonna post your old model pics on?
No, I'm not. I know. It's blackmail at this point. It's like, why? Why you do this?
We're talking about strippers now. We're talking about dirty things. Probably in the bed. Oh yeah, there's a lot of dirty things inside the strip club. I'll tell you right now.
What is happening?
That seat.
I have no idea what is happening.
About that tea bag.
You said about the tea bag?
Tea bag.
Oh, tea bag. Oh, okay. I was about to say. Wow.
So we're talking about the dirtiest surfaces you touch every day. Kitchen sponges.
Or seasonal.
Yeah, I mean, like how many times have you how long do you have your sponges out?
We don't really use
Weeks, days, fucking months.
Yeah, I use
same sponge.
I use silicone sponges, so I throw those in the dishwasher.
There's so many antimicrobial like stuff out now for like dishes and stuff. My daughter is OCD when it comes to dishes, like for real. She washes the dishes and she like puts them in the dishwasher. She uses the spin brushes that you can move the attachments. You can use those. But no, the sponges and stuff, I feel like they do hold like bacteria.
Yeah. You would have to boil it for the that you can.
Nobody got time for that.
Sanitize it.
You got that soundbite? Ain't nobody got time for that.
One-time use.
Right.
Grocery carts. Oh yeah.
Oh hell yeah. But when you go in Costco, the nice thing about Costco, they have like the wipes and they have the hand sanitizer.
Yeah. Maybe more often now because of COVID. Most stores have those wipes to clean off the carts. So yeah.
Yeah.
But before that,
don't take the first wipe because somebody done touched it. Take the second.
Talking about the dirtiest surfaces you touch every day, your handbag.
No, I don't do that.
Because they don't wash it often, I guess.
You don't. When do you ever wipe down your handbag?
I just kind of don't because I have a wristlet. I don't have a handbag. I have like a thing that you put on your, your
Yeah,
wristlet.
yeah.
I'm
So
not.
alcohol to avoid the, you can have alcohol wipes. Just like the carts, wipe down your wallet and your handbag, pretty much.
Yeah.
Your headphones. Oh fuck yeah.
Hmm. Oh yeah, you have to, especially if you have like the AirPods.
Mm-hmm.
You have little build up wax on the AirPods.
No, that's why you have to keep
Look like
your
a bit
ears
of honey
clean.
on there.
You build a candle with those earwax.
Mm.
Yeah. Kitchen counter. I mean, if you're not cleaning your kitchen counter,
That's something wrong with you because you
Mm.
have to clean your kitchen counter.
yeah.
I mean, I cooked dinner a while ago and it ain't clean right now, but I'm just saying. But you have to like clean your kitchen counter, like for real. That's a thing. You have to
Yeah.
do that.
Food is food. You gotta wash your food. Who washes their chicken? You know that the TikTok going around. People say they don't wash your chicken. The fuck you don't wash your chicken?
I wash
Oh,
mine. Yeah, I rinse.
People who don't
mine.
who don't clean their chicken or whatever have never I guess been subjected to a chicken plant and the processing plants. If you see the stuff that goes on in there, trust me,
And
you're
you
gonna watch
smell
it as
it.
much
We
as
used
you
to live
can.
up the street from the shit.
That was a field trip that we
No.
used to go on in elementary. They used to take
Yeah.
us and see how they process
They
chickens.
took
It's
y'all there
gross.
because of where you went to school at.
It's gross.
We wash our chicken. I don't know. I grew up washing my chicken.
You ain't lived
Well, on
until
the
you've been
news,
chicken
Oh,
processed.
Yeah.
Some people use vinegar. Some people use lime juice or
Yep.
stuff like that to wash your chicken. But yeah, wash your chicken. Fuck them.
yeah, on the news they were talking about the reason why not to wash was because
I
when
heard
you spray the water on it, it sprays the bacteria everywhere else or whatever. And I'm like, well, if you clean your surfaces, like
Exactly.
it doesn't matter. Like after
You're
you
not gonna cross-contaminate.
If that's the case, then why would you wash your hands? Because you would spray
Right.
the water and the bacteria would go anyway. It's the exact same concept. What's the
Right.
difference? That's crazy.
Yeah.
They're gonna tell you put raisins in your potato salad next, man.
I know,
Next
right?
thing.
No. Wash your chicken.
Mhm.
All right, and the most dirtiest place.
Wash your chicken. No.
Public items. Oh, the gas handles.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, that's dirty as shit.
Yeah.
I know it's dirty as shit, but I think a lot of times I have raw dog the gas handle definitely, but after it I always wash my hands and stuff like that.
Yeah. And then of course your self-service checkouts covered in. They said the last time they checked in 2022, it was covered in poop.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the bowling balls and shoes. Ugh.
So I keep
Yeah, I'm not.
can you hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
No.
but the thing is, guys, right? I know we're more conscious now about all these public items, but we've been touching for years.
Mhm.
But being too clean doesn't that hurt our immune system? Is why a lot of people get sick now.
It can also dry out your skin
Yep.
pretty bad.
I
Your
mean,
skin is
yeah,
cracking,
but
that's
I
an open
think
wound.
when you're introducing your body to other people's germs and stuff like that, there's no such thing as being too clean. And as far as like the self-checkout thing, I just kind of read about that recently. But I remember at first they were always wiping down during the pandemic. They
Yeah.
were wiping down the surfaces and stuff like that. They don't do that shit no more.
I think they should. They should pay someone just to wipe the registers every so often. Not every single time, but
It's like you got to bring your own wipes if you want to go to self checkout.
yeah.
And you know what? I'm tired of self checkout because they're not paying me.
I'm not pulling out no brand or nothing like that. They're gonna think I stole it. I ain't pulling out nothing out of my pocket like that.
Right.
Can't do that.
Well, if you just put it in like, remember we used to have the storage bags. Put it in the storage bags.
Yeah. I mean, there's a point where you can request there's a staff always there watching, kind of watching there in some markets. Yeah. Say, hey, can you wipe this down? You can ask them. Yeah. They'll annoy the fuck out of them, but fuck it. Wipe it down.
Not safe.
Yeah. But I think at the bottom thing is like you could touch all this stuff, but make sure that before you go in your car, sanitize your hands, wipe down, do some wipes and all that. and that will help you, at least, for colds, less flus, less, um, uh, random coughs you have every so often do. And I think in the public bathroom, they should have air filters.
I would hope, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like the airplane. Like, holy fuck.
Have vents in there anyway. I guess
Yeah.
smells.
I think some people, I don't know. Some people said that, when they got COVID or whatever, that they ended up, it was like after they took a trip or something like that. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, like I always try to wear a mask while I was in the airplane before pre-COVID, because I always get like kind of harsh sore throat, or after an airplane ride, I'm like, oh man, I feel bad. And yeah, it happened because it's recirculation of air, and there's like what 300, 400 people in an airplane, all breathing the same air. One person's sick.
Yeah. Well, they're saying that they use different filters than they used in the past or something like that. Have the the new filter
2.5 COVID filter. Yeah.
But I really don't think I mean, I've cleaned planes in the past. I still don't think people clean them right.
No.
Quick question. Did they say anything about the drink dispensers? Because I saw a documentary. It wasn't really a documentary. It was more like a broadcast by a news team talking about the drink dispensers as fast food restaurants, and even on planes too. The drink dispensers were dirtier than the toilets.
Oh wow!
So that was a while ago. Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah. Well, there's another study here that 71% of gas pump handles are dirty as fuck. 68% mailbox handles.
Article says dirty as fuck.
43% escalator rails. 41% ATM buttons. 40% parking meters.
Like any touch screen, I would think.
Crosswalk buttons.
Yeah.
And vending machine buttons.
Yeah,
but like I said, how clean is too clean? Like if you start cleaning everything, start sanitizing everything, your immune system is gonna take a dump.
Like peanut allergies.
Fuck yeah, like.
Wait, what?
I was just making stuff up because I was thinking about it. Like we don't hear about peanut allergies until recent.
Yeah, it's true.
Before
being gluten free.
Yeah, all these things are newish, and it's like where are they
Well,
coming from?
I've developed a new allergy actually to shellfish.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Like, and I've tried it for the last couple of months with shrimp.
Yeah.
And then I had oysters the other day, and I was just like, this is so depressing. So I've just developed that allergy, and I hope that, and they said that in your lifetime as an adult that you can actually develop that allergy, a shellfish allergy. So I haven't tried crabs yet, but when the summertime comes, crabs, I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself.
Man, yeah. And I feel sorry for people who are, shellfish.
If you want to breathe, you don't want your throat to lock up.
Yeah, you'd be like, what's his name? Will Smith in that one movie. Ate some shrimp and just fucking puffed up like this.
Yeah. Completely blew up.
Hey, Miss 1 in a billion.
Okay, well, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, be clean. I mean, be conscious about that stuff. I mean, don't take it to extreme, but at least when you get home, wash your hands. See,
I don't trust nobody. Like even before we started working from home, I had like all kinds of wipes and stuff in my thing, and I used to tell people stay out of my area, and I would spray them. Yeah, it's yeah.
I think be more conscious like during the winter time. People are like, hey man, I don't want to get cold.
Wintertime, and wintertime for like colds and stuff like
people
that.
Get sick. Yeah, people get
but
sick
I think
easier.
That in the summertime, it's like a breeding ground because it's like warm and it's moist.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the weather. Be quiet, Anthony. You a nasty.
Hey. I just minded my business over here.
It's like warm and moist.
Right. All right, we're going to go on to our next segment. I've got questions with D3. Are you ready?
Yep. Ready.
Yep.
Well, to piggyback off of our main topic, which was the dirtiest surfaces we touch every day, it got me to thinking this past 2 days, I was thinking that there's a lot of things going on in the news about whether it's children being kidnapped or people catching rare diseases or not being able to deal with all types of things. So, what got me to thinking was the fact that no matter what we do, if we're going to get sick, it's going to happen regardless because all of our immune systems have been compromised one way or another. So that got me to thinking again. So, what steps are you taking to protect yourself and your family? But if that's the case, what steps are you taking to protect your family from you if you're the one that's causing the harm?
Mm.
I'm D3. I got questions.
Talking about viral?
Anything, even if it's
Mm.
just mental.
Oh,
So what's the
It could
question
be.
again? Say that again.
What are you doing to protect your family
From
from anything? But if that's the case, how far are you willing to go to protect your family from you if you're the problem?
Mm.
Well, I can
Well, if
say
we're talking, go ahead, go ahead. You good?
because when I had COVID, one of the things that I did was just kind of like isolate myself inside the basement,
I
um,
had COVID.
and just stay there and try to minimize as much contact as possible, even leaving like out the back or, um, just try to entertain myself before and just limit contact. That's one of the things that I did recent when it comes to viral things.
Mhm.
That's about it.
How long did you have COVID?
About like 2 weeks.
Was it bad?
Yeah, it was horrible. Like, I mean, I went live with you guys, and I was still in the basement.
Are you
We didn't
vaccinated?
even know. Did you even
No,
tell us?
he told me.
Yeah, I told you guys. And it was like, oh, you got a mattress back there
Yeah,
because I was living in the basement. Yeah,
yeah, he was down in the basement for a while, for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks
Yeah.
almost. Yeah,
Oh, wow, Honto.
yeah. Oh, we didn't say it on air. I think I don't think we
I
said
think
it on live.
I think somebody did ask.
Yeah.
It's a while back.
Wow.
Well, I mean, virally, I grew up in the military. I mean, my dad was military, so you're talking about plus what 40, 50 years almost. All the vaccinations, I take it all. I've done it all. I mean, I've never gotten hurt. I got chickenpox before, and I was naturally smallpox vaccinated. I just got vaccinated a couple of days ago. I got the second booster. I mean, and then I keep away, and I try to keep my hands as clean as possible. I do it for work anyway. As a services as barber and esthetician, I tend to wash my hands all the time. But I also supplement that with making sure I got lotion and all that. I'm a big stickler for air filters, humidifiers.
Definitely.
I have one in the car. I'm running. That's
Mhm.
and I have a bigger one I plugged in, and it's a little bit bigger air cleaner. So I have that in the car because
Mhm.
you never know. You can do it yourself air cleaners. Box fan with a 20 by 20 air filter for HVAC. That
Right.
helps too. So, yeah, because you want to keep air. So, but the beginning of this year, my whole family got COVID.
You were the only one.
Right,
that-
yeah.
Me and my nephew didn't get it, and I just wore a mask. I kept clean, and I was feeding them, taking just separated everybody in their own rooms. But I had these air filters all over the houses. I think I talked about that,
Yeah.
making sure there's always clean air going through the houses, so there's no way of lingering. And we wiped down all the surfaces. I never got COVID.
Yeah, I got to knock on wood, and I feel real blessed that
Yeah,
our
same
household
here.
had COVID. We don't really have a lot of uh, in and out traffic and stuff like that. People coming in and out. We live out in the Bonies anyway, but like my parents, I was really concerned when COVID came out for my parents because they're older, and I'm very happy that they haven't got it. Knock on wood, they will not get it. I'm just speaking, putting that out in the atmosphere. But yeah, it's it's still a pandemic, really.
Yeah,
Things
yeah.
just like they uncovered that was that virus that they had frozen for
Oh,
so many years.
yeah.
These
But
motherfuckers.
they say it's a virus that's been frozen for 50,000 years or whatever. Then why the fuck would you bring it back and melt it? You know what I'm saying? Why
Yeah, yeah.
That's dumb.
I don't want to pay student loans.
Emotional, damn it.
It's so dumb. It's crazy. Like, I don't know. I mean, data scientists fine, but the other scientists, y'all got to stop it.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of things I don't really understand about these viruses, man. Whether they be man-made or made to help with this, other diseases and all that. I get it, and that's why we have these experts. Will there be terrorists or conspiracy theories where they let it go in the public so that it helps the economy and capitalism? I don't know, maybe. But I got life to live, man. I got things to do,
Yeah, I
to start
got
worrying about these these pandemics. Like, come on, man, just do our part.
exactly. Like, I mean, when we got in an accident, it really made us really like, okay, well, shit, where we going, babe? Because we got stuff to do. We about to travel. We about to do some more things. Because I'm not going to just go out like
Yeah,
that. And,
I think, but like, Coach Anna, like, what job can we do? The maximum money but less work.
right.
Is stripping less work?
Stripping now, you can pull muscles and stuff. I saw that.
You can.
I saw that on P Valley. Girl messed up her. What was her shoulder or something like that, or her hip? Oh, sorry.
Pop a shoulder. Pop a shoulder.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Have y'all watched P
She
Valley?
fell off the pole.
It's so
Ooh.
wretched and reckless.
Was that the one that because I think somebody where the lady went all the way up to the very top at some
Yeah.
strip club and fell straight
Yeah.
down because she couldn't grab the pole at the time.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like her news was with Mercedes or
Okay.
something like that. Wasn't it?
Sparkle. No. Fuck her name, man.
Mercedes. It was
Mercedes.
the Mercedes experience. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The oldest one there.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. I can't be doing stuff like that. I'd be up pulled out. I can't. I can't even drop it like it's hot.
My OnlyFans be showing our feet. I can do that.
You keep saying this.
Oh.
Like,
Well, just
I got
go to
cute feet.
OnlyFans. Just to go down and set it up, sir. Like,
yeah,
I need to set up
rock out
see
with your
some
rock out, man.
It's
little
free.
Asian boy feet.
Yeah, you never know. I mean,
All right.
they might.
BigNaturalToes.net.
All right.
What is it called, babe? What's-
That commercial. BigNaturalToes.net.
Good deal, man. All right, Coach Anthony, you ready?
Yep.
All right, Coach Anthony with Money Moves.
All right, everybody. So, my name is Anthony, and I am the host of the About That Water podcast. But one of the cool things I love about this show is that I actually get the opportunity to read a segment from some of the financial books that I come across that will be helpful to you. And in this section, since we're talking about starting a business, try to do something on our own, this book that I found is called The Simple Startup, A Beginner's Guide to Starting a Business. Now, we were talking about some of the hobbies and Floyd with his feet and toes getting some money. It's doable. Right? It's doable. But here's some tips to get started. If you got a cool idea or you just have a hobby and you want to make this a business, just ask yourself, what do you like to do for in your free time? How many people with hobbies and skills which could be turned into a worthwhile and profitable businesses? Make a list of your interests and hobbies, then brainstorm with your friends, family, or a group of members about how any of these could turn into a business. Some examples: cooking. You can sell baked goods, make meals for busy families, create cookbooks. Now, that's one of the things. Creating books is amazing. I actually do subscribe to a YouTube channel that cooks food based on cookbooks. You got technology like making a website or something like that. Hey, maybe Floyd is looking for somebody to create a website to get this show going and make sure that everybody's entertained. So these are some of the things you want to think about. What can you do for free that you don't mind doing on your free time, that you do for free anyway, that you wouldn't mind turning into a business? But before we do that, I always say that please consult with somebody and before you do a deep dive into it, because it could be a big venture that you just don't want the headache. Being an entrepreneur is not for everybody. And that's it.
That is the truth. I think I want to say 6 out of 10 people are really made for entrepreneurs. Obviously, we can't all be entrepreneurs. It's like we're all trying to sell stuff to each other. Someone has to buy. But yeah, sometimes I think people take it too much further into researching, where like people would just start small, make it big. If you have the money, start big, and start the right way you want. You save up your money, and that's when you do really research and you make it big. But small things, there's small things that we can do, whether it be a soda machine. Fuck it, I want extra of $100 a month.
Mhm.
Um, ice machine. Ice machine and water. Everybody need ice. Everybody need water. Something small. A little kiosk in the mall. I mean, people are doing it. Selling on eBay, which a little bit more got to do more little research and selling and finding out creation, like buying stuff from other, like from TJ Maxx and
Mhm.
Walmart and putting on eBay or on Amazon. But little small things you can do: car wash, walking a dog, something that can make you a little bit extra money. And that don't have to be actual business too, because
Right.
it could be like you know um
Under the
I think
table.
in New York there yeah I think in New York there was a guy who says, I don't have a home, but I have a home for 2 or 3 months at a time. He
Nice.
house sits, right? The guy, he house
Oh,
sits,
cool.
dog sits, or
Water.
whatever. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And so
Mhm.
he's a professional. Well, he does have a job, but he also is a part time or almost full time house sitter, or and so
Mhm.
he's built a repertoire in New York where he stays in people's houses and takes care of the house and or dog sits. So
I do have one book recommendation for those of you who are on the edge. And it's a small book called The Dip by Seth Golden. And one of the cool things about it is like that barrier of entry, because you can talk about, yeah, you can do house sitting and dog walking and so forth, but those barriers of entry are so low that anybody can do it. And then also, you got to think about the problems that you're actually solving. And in this book, they actually do say just piggyback off some of the hot trends. It's a lot
Oh,
easier to do, which most people trying to be content creators
yeah,
or so forth, or even just artists. Just make it easy for everybody else. Be the person that's selling the axes to the people that's running for gold. The
mhm.
hmm
gold runs out, but everybody needs an axe, right? You need an axe to
yeah,
take it. So
So what was the first book? It was called The Simple Startup or something like that?
yeah, this is actually a teacher's guide. The instructor's manual. It's called The Simple Startup,
Okay. Mhm.
Beginner's Guide to Starting a Business.
okay,
Okay.
Now, it's really good. It has a lot of questions to go through, but if you're not comfortable with reading like workbooks,
Mhm.
um, and you want to get a book, this one is actually really good. Business Boutique by Christy Wright. She takes you by the hand and walk you through everything. I
Okay.
mean everything. Because Carla, Chona.
Mhm.
I gave
Yeah.
her this book for
yeah,
her birthday, and
yeah,
then when she got her PhD, well, after she got her PhD, obviously, she read this book in the end, started her business. Now
yeah,
she's running clients, and now she is doing well off on her own.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Business boutique. Okay, I'm gonna put that on my list. Need to buy some more books. Yeah. Yeah, and that's crazy, especially now that the past 3 years, we talked about it many times over. Like people are really thinking outside of the box more often than they were pre-COVID. Now post-COVID, like, what the fuck? My job sucks. What can I do that's gonna earn me some money, even if I'm sleeping? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Where it's not fucking I'm recruiting people, whatever, or fucking selling something like some, you know, soap, hand soap that washes your ass, something like that. I don't know.
So
Well, actually, there's a job for that, and that's what most nurses do. They go out to people who can't wash themselves.
yeah,
Yeah.
but no, it's funny that Edwin said that because seriously, like if you grew up like a holy roller in our church,
Oh my.
in our church, I swear, yo, we had to wash feet on the first Sunday for communion. That
Wow.
was a thing. We had to wash feet. Now that I'm just having
D3 is like, no.
I think I have PTSD. I'm about to sue
Damn.
somebody. We had to wash feet. Them old ladies that used to take off them knee-high socks and have
Yeah.
Mm.
But
shit.
you know what? That actually is a smart thing because there's people who are like really can't wash their feet like that.
No, sir. I'm talking about
So
something that we had to do for communion. You know how you have communion and you had the little chips and the little, juice
The
and stuff.
wafers, the little
Yeah,
bread. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
we had those. We had to actually wash feet. Like even as kids, we were washing feet in church. So after we would eat our juice and crackers, we would they would pull out plastic and the old ladies and everybody would sit down and they would have basins and we would wash each other's feet because in the Bible it says something about washing Jesus' feet.
Oh,
They wash-
gotcha. Yeah, yeah.
So we wash feet and it'd be like
Emotional, damn it.
nigga, it'd be lint and shit, like all in the basins, and they'd be discolored water. But when we were younger, I mean, like
Oh
if
my
people
gosh.
do that stuff now, like I'm just not even okay with. I need to talk to somebody again. I can't wait to counseling.
You need to talk to somebody.
I need like I just you just brought up like a major.
I do understand it's very intimate when touching other people's feet. I get that, and you know what, and then that's why I'm only theorizing. It's only my opinion, right? Look, that's why most Americans will not do pedicures, right?
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
Most businesses right now is dominated by what ethnicities?
Vietnamese when it comes to like feet and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's fine, but I'm just saying though, they get paid. We were not getting paid for this. Because Miss Wonderbill is right. It was traumatizing. And let me tell you, like we were not getting paid for this. We were doing this shit like every first Sunday that we would be washing feet and everything. And it was never like I was excited about that. I was always excited about the little half out.
What church is this again?
I'm putting them out there. Mount Enoch Holiness
You're
Church.
gonna show up like, yeah, I ain't washed my feet in weeks.
Right. Right. Like when I would see, I would look over because it was only the women on one side and the men were up in the choir saying, I would look over there at the men's feet. I was like, yo, like you got
You
like
got some ashy ass feet.
They had some hooves.
Yeah, but these old ladies, they would just be sitting there. I'm just like, well, I feel like her feet, but she ain't washing mine because her back is hurting or whatever. So,
Oh man.
Yeah, it was disgusting. It was so
no, I mean, I think that's besides that being a cultural thing and a religious thing. I mean, yeah, that can hurt your.
How long you gotta let the bunion breathe?
Exactly. But as a service, people washing feet, it's not out there. There's no like a specific business that does that. But on the side, you know what I'm saying? I think some people need to get someone to wash their feet for a premium. You do it.
I don't like feet. Period.
Yeah.
I don't like feet.
He don't do feet, no. But and I'm okay with that.
I did a quick turnaround during my clinicals with a podiatrist, and some of the things that I saw that was during my clinicals when I first got into the Air Force.
Yeah,
at Travis Air Force Base, and I was there for 2 months, and we did I think it was 6 days with a podiatrist and an orthopedic clinic. That was traumatizing because I've never seen toes point that way.
Oh shit!
You did your thing, baby. It was me. Okay.
So yeah, I mean, I didn't think feet were supposed to turn that way, but they was all over. They was all over the place. It was
so you got PTSD. You got PTSD over feet.
I barely even look at my own feet, to be honest with you. I'm just being honest.
And he has some nice ass feet, like for real. My mom will tell you, my mom was like, he has some nice feet.
You got some cocoa butter feet.
He does. He has some nice ass feet or whatever. Me, I mean, his feet are better than mine. I don't have toes pointing different ways, and I don't have bunions or corns or nothing like that. Yeah. But I mean, like I ran track and I wore a lot of heels. So I mean, but my feet still ain't bad. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, about that wallet talks about a lot of financial needs, financial education, and of course, entrepreneurs. You got that one lady who made money over the stimulus check.
Yes.
Ooh, what
She
episode
hasn't
is it?
been
What?
on the show,
Yeah,
but I've met her in person, and yeah, so I can see about getting her on the show. But
yeah. Let's bring her on the show. That'd be kind of interesting. Like, what did you do?
right.
Did you buy some bitcoins? What's going on here?
Oh, she did what now? She got
Well, she used her stimulus checks because she got I think she was going through a divorce with 4 kids, living out of a vehicle, using stimulus checks, and now she made millions from it.
Millions.
And then yeah, so now she's actually teaching other people how to make make money from what they have as well.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah,
kind of like her story. It's Ellie. I forgot her last name, but
yeah.
she's really cool. But it's so many people with that similar story from the pandemic to where they are today, and they are actually helping other people make better money choices. Not really
Yeah.
better money choices, but the possibilities are out there if they choose to follow that path.
I think there was a guy on TikTok. He said like the difference saying there's a saying like money doesn't change your life, does not rule your life, but man, money makes your life
Easy.
choices better. So, for example, he was saying like if you're doing between 5 and 10,000, you're always looking. You're kind of not knowing what's in your bank account. You know, on a weekly basis, 5 to 10,000 a month. You're kind of like you're really in a budget. 10,000 to about 20,000, you have some freedom. You have a little bit of freedom. Maybe you're stocking away some money, blah blah. When you're going to like 100,000, you're not thinking. Like when you're going like 6 figures in a month, you're not thinking where that money is coming from. You know that money's coming in, and you make just choices like, "Hey, man, you guys want to go Barbados? When? Tomorrow?"
Barbados.
You know.
Diabetes.
Yeah, Barbados. But it does, and a lot of us are stuck between 100,000 a year to 200,000 a year, and that's not even enough, especially here in California. That's like
Yeah,
middle class.
that's the thing. Like here in like the DC area, I think that $100,000 isn't. It's it can be enough, but when you take out taxes and when you start investing and when you start, looking at retirement and all that other kind of stuff, you're
Mhm.
really just pulling in like what
Pennies,
50,000.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
About
yeah.
50,000.
But
Mm.
yeah, so about the if y'all, next year is my 50th. So if y'all
Mhm.
want to go to Greece, anybody that's watching, if y'all want to go to
Ooh,
Greece, let me know. And just to let you know about that wallet, our flights are free.
Hey,
ooh,
Yeah,
dang.
yeah.
you gotta let me know how you did that.
Amex, Amex and Chase Sapphire.
Oh,
Actually,
gotcha. Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
yeah,
My Philippine trip was paid through my points. I had cash
yeah.
back, so about 75% was paid. My ticket
I'm
was
so
paid
happy
for.
for you guys. Like, it's great.
Yeah. But it was a lot of money to be spent before that.
Like, we were using rewards before, but when I started watching an old girl, what's her name? The
The
woman from
Korean girl.
Yeah, from Cal. When I really started, I was like, wait a minute, hold up. I was like, we're definitely traveling, doing a lot of traveling in
Yeah.
2023.
The, like I think we were talking about and her too, saying like, dude, pay your bills with those reward cards.
Well, yeah, I was doing that.
Pay your bills, like
But I was
get those
doing that.
points.
I was paying the bills with the credit cards, but then at the same time, I was using it for like stupid stuff, like
Mm.
like gift cards at the end of the year or whatever. When I
Oh,
could be,
gotcha,
so there's like other cards that you can use for certain things.
gotcha,
Like when you have
gotcha.
like the trifecta and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was
Yeah,
better.
you play the reward games, the credit card game. You
Yeah,
know it. You keep track.
Yeah.
they
You
have an
win.
app that actually will tell you uh what credit card to use for the rewards that you have. But you gotta stay disciplined with that. You gotta
Yeah.
when you pay something, when you pay for something, like if you pay for $300 electric bill, you're gonna put that out anyway because you want to keep your electric on. That's gonna come out of your debit account. You gotta do that with your
Yeah.
I'll pay that right away.
We gotta bring her back, Anthony. We need some more tips, and bring that one girl too. Like, what did you do to make millions of dollars off your stimulus check?
I mean, she goes live a lot, so
yeah,
I'll have to see if she has time to come through.
We need to do our following, like our ads, like at About That Wallet. Follow them on Instagram. Was it Twitter and
Facebook? Yeah, Instagram, Twitter, and then I do have a new newsletter as well. So make sure you guys sign up for that. Just go to aboutthatwallet.com and just click on go on the newsletter.
Yeah,
perfect.
Wallet too.
Yeah. We got some new stuff going on. We've got for next year. We'll talk about season 4, guys. If you have any suggestions, segments that you like, let us know. We'll add that for our next season 4. The 4 or 5 of us could talk more about really doing some more extra stuff for next year. And check out About That Wallet.
Yeah,
everything's free. Like, subscribe. And what else?
I want to shout out Edwin too, because he does give me good ideas on like podcast topics and stuff like that during the week that we were able to share. But those ideas, guys, and we'll get get it in there. Okay?
Yes. Thank you very much. All right, guys. Happy holidays, everybody. We've got maybe one more show before the season 3 ends, and you guys want to be safe out there. Winter is here. More information. We've got About That Wallet, Highway 54. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Helps us all the time. It's for free. All right. Until next week, we'll talk to you guys again.
Make sure you wash your hands.
Yes.
We hope you enjoyed the show today. Do us a favor and click on the like button or share our podcast. Thanks for listening. Till next time, we are Highway 54.